Welcome to the Motley Croc Show, February 12th, 2026. It just seems like we keep finding ourselves here every week, and it's a lot of fun. So, what I'm going to do is, while we're waiting for everybody to kind of come on inside, I'm just going to go ahead and start bringing people in. I know there's a few people back there hanging out, so let me just do quick. Dr. M, what's up?
Hi, good night, or good evening.
Are you saying good night like they do in Belize? I hate it that they say good night to everything.
It's not to everything. It is only.
Don't say that when I bring in Mr. Huckleberry.
Echo, girl.
I'll bring her down a little bit. Let me bring her down her volume.
It's a little fine ass echoing and shit. How you doing?
Hi. Good night.
Good night. Howdy, Pumpkin.
And Bumblebee Tuna.
What's up, everybody?
Howdy, Pumpkin.
I'm excited.
How's it going?
I letting it kind of build up like we do. You know how we do. Everybody sound okay? I hear everybody. Everything good?
Everything's good.
Yeah, because sometimes Marissa gets a little loud and she echoes on me sometimes.
I think it's the acoustics in Belize. That's what it is. It's just the acoustics of the fucking jungle that's got her just echoing through shit.
I mean, I'm surprised that he only mentioned I'm only loud sometimes. That's nice.
So you're loud most of the time, but I mean, I have to like adjust it here. I got to go down the equipment. I got to like find.
So you're a loud one, huh? You're pretty loud, Doc. Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, here we go. It's gonna get
Here
rich
we
again.
go. Yes.
Marissa, you bring that on yourself. No,
What's up, Jenny? What's up,
Craig?
Craig?
Let me touch base while we're looking. We have some people coming in. What's up, everybody? It's awesome to see everybody coming in. That's good. So we are officially going to go ahead and launch our this week. We're going to launch the June 6th event, right, Marissa?
Yes.
There's going to be 2 events because we can't be doing anything political, as we don't want to do anyways. Huck, it's not a political show to go there and do that. We're all
That's
working
right.
animals.
That's
We're all
right.
coming together to come for the animals, and so the 5th is going to be a event where me, Huck, Aunt, Marissa, Blake Reynolds, and her friend Mike, who's from, I want to say, Nat Geo, we're going to all meet up at the Odyssey.
And Dr. Evan Antine from Animal Planet.
Did he say he was going to come too?
He's a go.
So he's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Evans, whatever. I'm not familiar with him. I know that's something that Marissa knows. I don't know. None of us know who he is, but I know I looked him up. I know that he's like one of those heartthrob guys or whatever. So Marissa's bringing a little sexy doctor, which is, we need that. We got to have some eyes.
Hold the fuck up. I thought I was the sex appeal that was being brought. I'll quit.
It's got to be Dr. Evans. Your pants aren't tight enough. But listen, listen, Huck. I want to tell you something. You know that nobody else knows this.
Thank you, Jenny. Yes.
Listen, nobody will know this, but listen. I think there should be a contest between Blake Reynolds' pants and Evan's pants of who wears the tightest pants at the show. I fucking guarantee you it will be Mr. Reynolds.
Jesus Christ, are they a bunch of skinny jean wearing? Dude, oh my God.
Not skinny jeans, skinny khaki.
Is he really?
Is he?
No, Evan is not. Evan is.
He just dresses metrosexual.
Yes. But let me tell you something. Blake loves his pants that tight. We already know.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He said, "You ain't never wearing tighter jeans than me right here."
What's up, Maddie?
I can't do that. I would get arrested.
No, Evan is not, and he doesn't dress that tight. A lot of people say he looks like Henry Cavill, the actor.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Oh, like a
Superman.
One. That's
Superman.
A smaller guy.
Superman, the guy who plays.
I don't watch that shit.
He doesn't watch Marvel comics.
Hold on, man. It's Deadpool for life.
That's DC.
That's the only person that matters. Yeah. If you say, oh my God, he looks like Ryan Reynolds, I'm like, fuck. Okay, I ain't the guy. Okay, Ryan Reynolds is the guy.
What's up, Sarah? What are you doing in here?
There she is. Look who it is, Marissa. Look at that.
I know, Sarah Barber. Look.
Yes, Sarah.
It's Sarah there. What's up, Sarah? Good to see you, kid. I love seeing you in here. Oh, by the way, I will be bringing Sarah on the show one day.
Oh, Brittany, you made my day. All the comments left my fucking face for 2.5 seconds, and I was the happiest man on the planet.
That was Troy does that. He controls that. I don't.
No, when you put up the comments, it goes, and it shuffles the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, now they're out my way. And then you put the comment away, and the bitch went, I'm like, oh.
I'm not in control of the screen. Jenny announced us on other pages.
Sandy,
so
thank
more
you,
people
thank you.
came in. Yeah.
Thank you, Jenny. I just want to say that, yeah, so he's coming out. I didn't know that. That's new news to me tonight. And then we'll be running that ad. I just want to make clear, guys, if you come out and if you watch the show later, if you come out, this is not, what we're doing is not political, okay? You have to understand that when we do shows for wildlife, we're coming together. All walks of life are coming together to do this. It's not about political. So if you come into the event to talk to me or Huck or anyone and start talking politics, he's going to tell you that's not the place. And if it happens more than once, you guys will have to leave because it's a very strict thing when we do an event like that. This is not political. It's under a non-for-profit, and they're very, very strict about that. So Huck already knows, but I'm just telling everybody
if you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead. So look here, people. Anybody that follows me, I'm gonna tell you right now. You guys have heard me say repeatedly, I would love to do other things besides political. I really would. And Troy and I get along just fine, and Brittany and Dr. Marissa and Jeff and Elvis, we all get along just fine. And guess what? Not all of us agree on everything. But you know how we get along is because we don't talk about certain shit. Okay, so when we come together for these animals, it's about the cause. It has nothing to do with right versus left, red or blue. It's got nothing to do with straight or gay or none of those other talking points. It has the only thing we care about is the animals. Mm-hmm. So when you come out there to see us, I expect you to act accordingly because you're a representation of me. So if you are my fucking people, you will hold yourselves accountable and you will act accordingly because it's about the animals. It's not about nothing else.
And that's what we want.
Crystal commented. She said, "I love the fact that you want to do other stuff other than just political stuff."
Absolutely. Let me put it to you this way: I myself don't talk about a political stance. Marissa doesn't talk about a political stance. That's unnecessary for what we do. Huck has his character is Huckleberry. That's a political character. Huck himself, his views and what he's going to do things is all about we're doing something for animals. Ant's doing stuff for animals. And all of us here, dude, we're just trying to do the best. And America comes first. It doesn't matter if you're a liberal. It doesn't matter if you're a libertarian. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican. As long as you're not an extremist nut job on any side of the fence, we're all good. I don't care.
Amen.
I think all we need to worry about is keeping the government out of our pockets and keeping the government from too much outreach and start leaving some of our topics for ourselves. So with that being said, we decide we're going to come together and raise money, and we're not going to talk politics that night. It's just not tolerated. It's not permitted on a non-for-profit. And we're going to talk about that when we release the thing. There'll be tickets. There's going to be a separate event. There's going to be the 6th, the 5th, and the 6th. The 5th, us three here, we're going to be out there, Marissa, myself, and Evan, and Mike, and Ant, and Blake, and Huck will all be at the Odyssey in Phoenix. So we're all going to go out there, and it's a mingle. We're going to get to walk around under a huge aquarium. It's a beautiful place if you haven't seen it. We're going to be doing a mingle there. We're going to set up. I'm going to give Huck the information so you guys can find the tickets. There will be 2 ticket events, or you can do the 1 ticket. There'll be a discount. It's all going to be on the Eventbrite. So we're going to have 2 links for that. So we're going to make sure everybody sees both of those, and that's what we're going to do there. So everybody can come out. So we will not be talking smack about politics on anything at all. We will not be doing that. It's about animals. Animals don't give a shit about politics.
No.
So we're going to be animals that night.
Yeah. That's what I said. My army and my angels know how to behave, so I'm not worried about that.
Bam!
So,
there is the reptile nerd.
There's my dude.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
I've been sitting in the green room, fucking, chilling.
And he just left you sitting there, didn't he?
Like I was watching
10 minutes.
He's so rude.
And it's like a blank screen. I see his name. I'm like, okay.
Dude, I was in here trying to fight for you the whole time, bro, and I couldn't get a word in to get you in here, bro. I'm like, where's my dude? I was watching,
dude. I heard it.
Where's my dude?
So yeah, we're gonna have a big event. Hopefully that Jeff will be out there too, man, because we have a bunch of people in Arizona, and we just got to push that because we really want to get a lot of stuff going on there, and that's awesome, man. So
amen.
Just we want to put that out there. We just no problems, guys. We want to have a good time. There's enough bullshit in the world. We don't need to add to it.
Yeah.
Fucking in.
It's supposed just to be a nice night, fun. Meeting new people.
Looking at animals. It's about animals in there.
Here's the thing. Every one of us in this room and everybody watching right now, I guarantee all of us love animals more than people. Right?
Yeah.
So for that night, fuck the people. It's all about the animals. Okay? It's got nothing to do with anything else.
And there's some cool animals over there.
Amazing animals.
Just for the record, all my animals are strict libertarians. Every fucking one of them.
Yep. So So that's one of those things, man. So they'll be there and it'll be a good time, and I hope everybody has fun. I really do. And I'm looking forward to it. And we're gonna have the next day. We're gonna go to the actual park. There's gonna be a lot of speeches. I think Marissa's gonna do a speech, and maybe Dr. Evans will come out there and talk. I don't know. It depends on what she's got him convinced to do, and we'll see what Dr. Evans does.
I haven't talked. I've given Evan a bit of everything that's going on. He's super excited for this, which is really amazing because he has a very busy schedule. And so I'm really happy that he's willing to fit this in. I mean, luckily he just lives in Southern California, so it's not too far for him.
100%. Oh, that's great. That's good news. I'm really glad to hear that.
So he'll definitely be there for the Friday night. We'll see what his schedule's like for him to stay around for Saturday. He has some really amazing stories from working around the world. But yeah, with me, I'll probably just be talking about some of the education and some of the programs I've been working with in regards of I shouldn't say that, but getting people to really love and respect wildlife in Belize.
Nice. Because we know they don't. So,
They do. Hey, it's a croc rise community around Placencia Lagoon now. People love Charlie. He's the 14-foot American crocodile. He's our Nessie. People love him now. They take pictures of him. They want to there's a bar that will promote shots if he comes out, obviously tequila shots. Really great.
You ain't missing out on that, are you?
Really quick, I have a question for you guys from Maddie. Can donations be made because I will not be able to go?
100%.
Absolutely.
There's 100%. There's donate link on there for whatever you donate. Put your name in there. It's all.
There you go, Maddie.
So once
just send her to my Venmo. I'll make
go.
sure she gets it. That's fine.
Venmo. Yeah. Send it to Jeff's Venmo.
Right. It's at Reptile Nerd. Blah blah blah.
Got a lot of names in the comments. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yeah. What's up, y'all?
No, and I believe last time we went down to the Phoenix herpetological sanctuary, we had actually had them put a link on their page so people could donate. So I believe that there's something already there.
Very good.
Okay. I think there should be something there, and for donating for that, and it's going to go. And this is going to be a special event, so there will be a link for that event.
What's
and
up,
what
Jeff?
that's going to, and the causes it's going.
That's
for.
better.
It's going to be sponsoring students out in the field, and Marissa has a student that she's chosen to sponsor. It's going to go to the CRF, the crocodile, the foundation she has out there for us, and we've also got the PHS. So it's going to be a really good thing. We want to make a lot of money for the animals and get them going because it seems like people don't care anymore, and we got to fix that. We got to shift things to start saving this planet, or there won't be nothing left for people to argue on. They keep destroying it like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we got to make sure we do that for sure. And I'm excited, and I think it's gonna be fun. I still hope you're out there, Jeff. I think it's gonna be a good time.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be here until September, man. I'm gonna be up north, but it's only.
You back in Arizona?
What's that?
Are you back in Arizona?
Yeah, I'm in Arizona right now.
Lucky
my
motherfucker.
contract here ends week from Saturday.
Lucky
And then,
motherfucker.
And then I'm driving up north to Cottonwood, which is just south of Sedona, parking the RV in my car. And then everybody told me Cottonwood's real cool. And then
you're gonna love it, dude.
I'm psyched, dude. I got some big plans, man. I got a list of animals I got to find. Dude, in the last 2 days, I hiked like 14 miles. Not a single snake again, but a lot of cool lizards, a lot of fucking little mammals and stuff. So
I like
I'm
those
loving
photos,
it.
man.
Was you herping? Herping?
I was helping motherfuckers.
I love him. I'm about to be
What's up,
herping his shit.
We'll take Huck out there herping. He'll understand what it's like, man. We'll get him down to Florida and do it with him. He'll see.
Yeah, I'm psyched to go hiking up there too, man. The Red Rocks are unbelievable. Sedona is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been to.
And it makes
Highly
you a happier
recommend
person just getting outside.
Oh, dude, I try to be. I'm like otherwise I got to sit in the RV all day. So on my days off, I get up as early as I can and just get out, man. You guys, anybody who comes out to Arizona who hasn't been there, it's amazing out here, especially if you're into like wildlife and I mean, there's so many. It's where I am now. There's more species of rattlesnake here than there are species of snake in several states. So it's definitely like a rich.
Yeah, man, it's really cool. That's cool.
We got mammals all over the place. I've been seeing those little round-tailed ground squirrels. They're one of the coolest things I've seen. Those little like meerkat-looking things.
Yeah, Jeff.
Right on, Jeff.
I'm glad you're in here.
Happy
today,
belated birthday to Daniel too. He's going to celebrate, but watching the show. So
absolutely.
I thought I was into you'd think you'd see snakes everywhere, but man, there was just nothing.
Yeah,
bunch
it's
of
that time of year right now,
jackrabbits.
man. It's up and down. It's up and down.
Jeff,
Yeah,
I can't
it's. I'm
remember.
starting to see people post stuff.
Have you been to Tinaja Saltos yet?
No.
All right. No, that's where I was hoping for the southwestern speckled rattlesnake.
That's where she got herpes before.
Speckles are
That's
one of
where
my
I
favorites.
That's where I got
Especially
herpes.
all the rock rattlers in general are just so cool, man. And they're the color variations in the speckles. And what I really want to do before I leave Tucson in a week and a half, and it's probably a little early in the year, is I'm going to go out at night and try to find a ridge nose. That's my like white whale of a rattlesnake. They're amazing.
Are y'all fucking hearing this? Okay, so look, no. Okay, so look, I've made this a point before. I'm white. I'm not that fucking white, but I'm white.
Wait.
Okay, I'm not going out chasing down fucking rattlesnakes. It's fucking the balls on this fucking guy. Okay, he's like, I'm gonna go at night now. So now you want to
Oh,
go
yeah,
where we
dude.
can't
Nighttime's
see
the
him.
best
Wild.
Nighttime is wild. You got to watch out for the coyotes, and there's big cats out
It's
here
the
and
best time
stuff.
to look for snakes.
Mix that in there too. And
Oh,
by
nice.
the way,
Yeah.
he marched. He hiked 14 miles to get to this location. He ain't got no easy way out. The balls on
dude,
this
I
fucking
killed
guy.
myself
Down there
today.
again,
Huge.
believe me.
Huge.
I climbed
I'll
down
tell
a
you
big
what,
rock outcropping.
Huck.
Oh, good.
Remember the hotel we stayed at?
Yes.
Okay. Remember when I took you to that hole that was filled in?
Yes.
Sarah was with me when we found that. We were actually hiking, and that fucking thing was like, we threw a rock in there, and it took forever to get to the bottom. Well, just so you know, Sarah, that big mine shaft that was outside the hotel right out of Tombstone was filled all the way up except for 3 feet of it.
Yeah,
They
it was.
filled it in. It was all
Where am I
filled
going to
in.
hide my bodies now?
You're gonna have to
Hey,
find
hey, but here's the
Bisbee.
thing.
I found one in the side of the wall at Bisbee that went on forever.
Jeff, you ain't got to worry about them finding the ones you already hit, homie. They buried them for you, player.
That's what I'm talking about.
Talking about modern problems meet modern solutions.
Silver lining, dude. Silver lining.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
did. They did, Sarah.
They sure did. They filled that shit up to where now it's nothing but a trip hazard.
I think because people, when we found it, it didn't even have a fence. We were just coming
Martina?
across. I'm like, whoa. We were like, look at that. We started throwing rocks in there, and it went down. I was like, and then you hear this boom, and I'm like, damn, that was far. Now it's like,
It's
oh,
it's
look
real
at that. I was
dull.
3 feet in. You could have jumped in, staged a movie there.
Yeah, I found some cool caves and stuff out here, and I kind of went about 3/4 of the way in by myself. Caves kind of freak me out a little bit. I get a little, because they're tight, but I was looking for
Flavio drug
everything.
us
Little
into a
bat.
lava tube.
So that's just
There's a lava tube there. He took
Oh,
us in
yeah,
the middle of
dude.
the night.
The one
We
in
went down in
Sedona,
that
or-
wet lava tube, and I was like, dude, this is it's ridiculous. And he took off through there like a chimpanzee. So me and Sean, my neighbor, like, yeah, man, I think we're just gonna hang out here for a little bit. And it got really far in there, so we started going back. And we were sitting out, and I'm like, man, we're in the middle of nowhere out here. And all of a sudden, here comes Flavio. He's like sprinting out of the cave. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, yeah, what about? I went down to the dog bone. I'm like, damn, dude.
Oh,
Flavio
Flavio has
is
no
insane.
fear of anything, dude.
what's
No,
that
he's like, I
like?
hope I die in the cave. I'm like, yo,
I'm scared to death of mice.
was insane
How
when we
many-
were doing the crocodile research in the caves in Central Belize. Flavio was just like just flying into the water. We don't know if there's a 7-foot crocodile there, and he's just like trudging along. And I was like, "You're gonna step on a crocodile, dude!" And Flavio's like, "I don't care." Like we're
Yeah,
just
Flavio's my hero, man, because he's got so much more balls than I'll ever have.
He's got
How many takes? Oh, dude, Flavio's they got to be bowling balls. How many takes did he use to try to get himself diving over that crocodile?
A lot. The alligator.
Was it like 10 or so? Yeah.
Yeah,
He was trying to
Texas.
dive over a crocodile, and he
Yeah,
kept
just trying to get the
going back
perfect
doing it.
shot. Just
And
trying
he
to
got
get the
it.
perfect
I'll
shot.
send it to you, Huck. You got it. It's a good shot, man.
Dude,
That's a
we
really
were in
cool
Everglades
alligator,
one
though.
night.
That's a cool alligator.
Who were we
This is
with? Justin
why-
and Flavio, right? When we were looking for that caiman that Poachy McPoacherson took us to. Remember, we were looking for that, like it was like a 6 or 7 foot speck,
I was just responding to that.
and
Yes.
we went
Yes.
and that little culvert, and Justin tried to go in to get it. Here comes Flavio, no shoes. This is in the night, in the middle of nowhere, Everglades, no shoes. Comes and jumps in this culvert to try to get this
What? We lost him.
6, 7 foot caiman. No fear, no shoes. Reaching in the culvert. I'm gonna lose a hand.
Oh man.
Oh.
We're losing people.
we're losing people. What's going on?
Look how big we are now.
I know we're so big.
Extreme closeout. I love
And
it.
I'm so distracted because I'm checking and keeping up
you're
with the
checking
comments.
everything. What's
Yeah,
going
I'm like, what is going on right now?
No,
Yeah.
Flavio is so insane, but in a
Oh,
good
my
way. So
You've seen that picture, right? Of him diving over the crocs?
Yes. I mean, and I'm just not shocked, like, at all. Just
No,
working
not even
the last several
after hanging
years.
around with him once. I
Oh,
knew.
Motley's
I
back.
knew.
Andrew, what's up? Welcome to the comments.
Hey, it was Flavio. So for my 50th birthday, which is a few years from now.
Oh, I was like, you're over 50 already?
No. I've got several more years, but I'm already making a plan to go explore Madagascar. And
Oh,
I'm
nice. That's on my bucket list.
Flavio, man. I gotta bring
Yeah,
Flavio.
Madagascar,
Hey,
definitely on
girl,
my bucket list. New
hey.
Caledonia on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Of course, Galapagos on my bucket list.
Yeah. I definitely want to go explore Madagascar, and we've got really awesome connections when it comes to seeing lemurs and other kind of things.
Chameleons.
So I'm already.
Oh yeah, some of the coolest chameleons in the world are in Madagascar, and just really neat stuff.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is there an audio backlog?
A little bit.
Yeah, it's very
small.
It sounds like a
anytime
fan.
Huck pops in or out, it does that.
Yeah, it sounds like someone has a fan on.
Can you hear a fan?
No,
I hear like
not now.
maybe light static.
Not now.
It is raining really hard right now where I'm at. So I've been wondering if you guys are hearing the.
Still haven't heard that, but it sounded like I was listening to like a fan really loud.
I'm your biggest fan, Brittany. Maybe I was just projecting.
Yeah, his fanism.
Fanism, my fandom.
You were projecting it straight out at me.
Here's
I heard it.
Thank
Thank you, Jeff.
Got you
I've
covered.
never felt so loved.
Oh, there's that guy. What up, dude?
The
We were
landlord
fighting
called.
for you, Huck. We were
The
fighting for
landlord
you.
called to bring treats to the dog before he went to bed. So he gets drive-by treats that come to the front porch.
That's awesome, man. I need a landlord like that.
Right? I'm like, perfect timing to call, Pigeon.
They bring you any treats?
That's such a cool name, Pigeon. Can you imagine? What do you want to name the kids, darling? I think I'm going to name him Pigeon.
Well, it's obviously not his real name.
Pigeon's an awesome name.
I'd rather
like
Hawk,
Pigeon.
maybe, or
I'd name my kid Roadside Hawk.
Roadside Hawk.
You're such a dick.
That's how they name animals in Belize. I go, Marissa, that's a great species. Oh, that's a roadside hawk.
It's called a roadside
that's
hawk.
a roadside turtle.
Do they hang out on the roadside?
Roadside.
Yes.
I think hawks in general do that, right?
Hold on. You have.
That's why you always see them on the side of the highway.
Roadside hawk.
And it is
that
in
sounds like a crazy
a
problem.
bird book, and it says roadside hawk. That's what it's called. I'm not making this shit up.
I know you're
Belizean
not making it up.
roadside
It's just
hawk.
funny because how long has it been called the roadside? Like how many roads? Like was this 1,000 years ago? Like stop, roadside hawk.
Right?
Beside
that, it was like a hawk by the side of where the road's
like
going to
100
be.
million longer words than it has to be for 3.
I mean, I don't know what the Maya word was. It like or what
it's
it
real
is.
funny, man, because you'd be like, "Oh man, that's a crocodile. We don't call those there. That's the Pachacamachichichu." I'm like, "Oh, that's a great word, man." Oh, what's that over there? Oh, that's with Goonie Miss Mickey or whatever. And I'm like, "Oh," and then what's that other thing? The guy with the backwards feet that runs around with his dick out. What's his name?
Oh, Tata Wende.
Tata Wende.
Of course, she remembers that name.
Who doesn't forget that Tata Wende? Hello. We love him. He's super cute.
But no, but it's the Sisamito. Sisamito is the one that you have to watch out for. That's our version of, or that's the Belize version. That's
Of
the Belize
little
version
Bigfoot.
of Bigfoot, but it's Littlefoot because
Little.
he's only about 5 feet.
I found roadside hawk.
So he's got a chip on his shoulder.
It is the Rhipornis magnorostris.
Okay.
Let's see. Common widespread bird of prey in the Americas, known for adaptability. They're gray with a streaked breast.
They are. They're pretty wild looking. They're a roadside hawk. I just like how simple it is.
Maddie.
What's that? That's a roadside parrot. There's a roadside Jeff. And there's a roadside Marissa.
Roadside Jeff. That's is that them right there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
That's
it's a roadside hawk. Yes.
Is he? Is it? Is
Cool
the
eyes
picture?
on him.
Is
Look
he?
how
Is
he's
he at least
looking
on
at
the
road in
fucking
that
road?
picture. You see how his eyes looking at the road in the picture? He's like,
No,
Is it?
actually, there's not a single picture of the hawk on the roadside.
That's
I
what I
know.
said. Is there a picture of him on the road?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there
Misinformation.
No, nothing. It's all on top of branches and
Exactly.
trees
They
and shit.
fucking lied to us.
Right?
no, I just like how they make up stuff.
We
Like
probably
that's
found the first one on the
No, but like,
roadside, and we're like,
Y'all ever
now
seen
we'll
a
call it a
Goody? Those
roadside
things are
hawk.
awesome. Goodies.
The first one they found was dead on the roadside. The
That's
roadkill
awesome.
didn't
Well,
seem.
what road? What? Because when I first went to Belize, it was a dirt road. Now it's paved, and that was
Holy
not that
cow.
long ago. So was there even a road before? Or did they
Progress.
just swing from tree to tree, man, or flying on them the what is that, Brittany? The Anunnaki spaceships? What are they? The Anunnaki?
Yeah, the Anunnaki.
Weren't
Yeah.
the Anunnaki down there robbing like the Aztecs of their gold, and then they go down and kick the Mayans' ass, chop their heads off.
Those were like the Anunnaki, the Star People. We've got a ton.
So who
We
was
have a
the
ton of
tribe
different
that was just
guys.
messing up the Mayans, dude? Who was that tribe? There was a tribe that would just cut them up, man, roll their head on down the line.
No, that was the Maya.
That
and
was the Maya.
Aztecs.
Yeah.
But the Aztecs were technically the
But
name
who was
is
doing it? Do you remember the great movie, by the way, Apocalypto? Fucking fantastic movie.
Oh,
You
that
saw it?
movie was intense.
Great movie. So
Yeah.
But ain't
when they
nobody got
showed the guys
fucked up in that
Zeppelin.
movie,
they're
right?
like cutting the heads off, and the heads are rolling down the stairs.
Oh no,
I
they
thought
got
the
messed
people
up.
they were
Huck.
chasing were the Maya.
I could have swore there was a one movie by Mel Gibson. It was like about the Indian tribe, and it like went the whole
That's it.
time, and ain't nothing
Apocalypto.
happened through the whole fucking movie. I was like,
Ain't
I'll
Road
wait for
Warrior,
somebody.
man.
Dude, the Apocalypto was great, and then
I was waiting for somebody to get their
ass.
ass whooped the whole time. I'm like, and it didn't
No,
happen.
you felt for them, and then in the end, they end up on the beach, and the goddamn Catholics show up, and you're like, "Well, that was the
Yes.
end of the entire."
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
We're done.
Fucked it all up.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
looked and they saw the guys coming in with the crosses. They're like, "Yep, that's it." And then from then on, they all disappeared. Well, they're still there.
But the
The
Maya?
short ones, they never found. They were hiding in the bushes, and so they're still there. I seen them when I go.
No, but you know what? So going back to Sisamito, I honestly like Sisamito. So Huck, you missed this. So Sisamito
Oh, I
is
forgot about
Belize's
Sisamito.
version. Sisamito is Belize's version of Bigfoot, but it's
Yep.
Well, he's little
like,
though.
so it's kind of like a little
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah.
And all hairy. But when the Spaniards came, all the Maya, all the Aztecs, right? They go in the forest, and then they end up being like forest people, right? To hide out. And I think when Spaniards or other people that are going in the bush and then they see these little people, they start thinking, there's elves and Bigfoot and all this kind of stuff. So anyways, but let me tell you, so Sisamito, if you're a female in Belize and you see Sisamito, you're going to live a very long, prosperous life. But if you're a man, so if you're in the jungle and you see Sisamito, Sisamito will grab you, take you to his cave, rape you, and then he will kill you and chop your body up and then eat you. If you're a man. He won't do that to a female, though. Only
Any
to a
chance
man.
you can kill me before
I'm
he
good.
rapes
No,
me?
listen,
Because
what
I'm gonna
kind
go
of
with
rat?
Right? Can you not fuck me after I'm dead?
What kind
Have
of
a little
rat
Then I won't
smoking
decency.
take
when they
back.
wrote that bullshit?
Right? You can even eat some of me. Just keep the big stuff till after I'm.
Yeah, I want to ask what feminist twat come up with that bullshit fucking story, right? Like, oh my god, this guy's he only fucking butt
Don't go out
fucks
there,
men
man.
and eats them when he's
What a lot to be
done.
around.
And how many
So-
Yeah,
5 foot
definitely
hairy
one
guys
wrote
are
that
there in
story,
Belize?
right.
That's like
be
one-
Right?
fair.
So what you're
It was-
saying is you don't have Sasquatch, you got a fucking troll. Like under the
Right.
bridge type
A hairy
motherfucker.
Yeah.
More
right?
like an ass
Harry-
squatch.
I'm gonna get butt raped by a
squatch.
Ass squatch.
I love it, Jeff. An ass squatch.
Or just ass
That's
squash
it.
even.
That's coined. Hashtag ass squatch. That's it. That's an ass squatch, dude.
Are you
I'm
gonna
about
do
to
that,
get
Will?
fucked.
I'm
I'm
not
about to-
going to the jungle now.
I'm about to get butt fucked by a midget wildebeest and then get fucking chopped up and eaten if I go to this country.
But an ass squatch.
My ass watch.
I
Yeah,
will never
Belize-
forget
There
that.
ain't no
That's an
ass worth
squatch.
me going to fucking Belize for. Sorry, Doc. Ain't worth
I'm
it.
gonna-
No.
You know what, Jeff? I'm going to do that in a real interview.
That's a
They're gonna be like,
Belizean
well, I'm gonna do
three-way
that
right there with the Sisamito.
in an ass squatch, and they're going to go, why is that? I'll say, because
Oh,
if you're a guy, he
Jesus.
rapes you and then kills you. It's an ass
Mhm.
squatch. I love it, Jeff. Make the
Go-
t-shirt, ass squatch.
Make the t-shirts. Honestly, people in Belize would wear those shirts.
Ass
I mean,
squatch.
They would.
They would totally would.
As long as everybody had small, if they were small, they all have to be small though.
Holy fucking shit.
because they're all little
Big story.
sesamitos, right? They're all 5 feet tall, and
Ah.
Yeah, I think they're
yeah,
very
you might
small
not
like
make it
that,
out of
like
the
5
airport,
foot
huh?
tall.
Oh my god.
My
Yes,
gosh.
squad.
Fucking gang banged by
There's
a
a lot of
Everybody-
really
fucking
weird shit like that. There's
midget
some crazy looking
Neanderthal.
animals in Belize, man. I mean,
Right, that's the
you
worst
gotta
if
think
he
about
has
the wild
friends.
stuff. Some of the,
Right?
even the harpy eagle, dude, that's a badass animal over there.
The
now.
harpy eagle is amazing.
Bro, it's
I
a
Whoa,
big
whoa,
eagle
whoa,
in
whoa.
the
Time
world.
out, time out. We can't just go from butt fucked by a midget fucking Neanderthal to, oh, look how cute this bird is. We have
No,
got
it's
to
not
warm
cute.
up
Oh,
into
no.
something. There's the,
Harpies
I
aren't
think the
cute. They
harpies
look like
kill-
people.
I think
Yeah,
the
no
harpies
doubt,
kill the
man.
Sasquatch.
and that's
They're
over there too?
gigantic. Yeah.
And you wonder why the Mayans didn't survive? Okay. It wasn't just the Catholics.
Look at that thing. Look at that thing, bro. Look at that
Yeah,
bird.
I was just gonna pull it up. Way to
It
go,
looks like
Chris.
sort of
Let
a
me tell you,
mask.
I read somewhere,
Like a
Marissa, I could be
pumpkin
wrong.
mask.
Before
Hold on.
I've read somewhere
What's it
that
called? A harpy eagle?
the harpy
Harpy
eagle.
eagle.
That's the best.
The largest
I will
eagle.
have one day.
Hey,
I
Jeff,
will
you want to
train
go
a harpy.
herping for that fucking thing?
I
There you
Yeah.
will
go.
train a harpy one day. I guarantee you I will have a harpy and I will train it. 100%. I will own a harpy. You will see. Now, with that being said, harpies are.
I love
There's a
their
few people.
faces.
Yep, there's a few people I have them in California. Some falconers, and dude, let me tell you something. But is it true,
Look at
Marissa,
that shit.
that some of
They're
the
amazing.
they can eat a bald eagle? By the way, that's the size.
Yeah.
Difference. They can just eat it.
They're huge.
That's,
They're like
that-
3-4
I'm
feet
serious.
tall.
I'm
Yeah,
good, bro. I don't even want to get a passport. I'm
Oh,
fucking
you
real
do.
good.
But hold on. Is it true that they feed a lot on monkeys? Correct.
Yes, they
And-
eat monkeys. They eat the howler
And
monkeys.
didn't the Mayans at one point think that they were eating their children because they would see skulls in the nests?
Yes.
I read that over there in Belize. So they literally thought these birds were taking kids. Now, listen, Mayans are small. I've seen the kids too. They're smaller than howler monkeys when they're like 2 and 3. So I could easily see back in the day, like running around little grass skirts. Look, I could see a harpy coming down and snatching a little midget, little tiny Mayan kid. I could see it happening.
And you wonder why they got pissed off trolls running around butt fucking people in a fucking jungle. I'm just saying, everything out there's trying to eat you or fuck you or kill you. I don't even
What's
You
up,
know-
DJ?
I didn't tell you about
DJ.
the hornets, the wasps last week.
What the fuck?
I didn't tell you about the hornets, did I?
Did you run this?
No.
Are they the tarantula killers?
No,
Those are
not the big.
fucking rad.
No. Those things are like, and the cicada, they're like that big. No, I
man,
was
those
the
tarantula
black
killers
and
are
white,
dope.
the black and white desert hornet. So
No.
I saw something that moved, and I thought maybe it was a snake. So I took a little side trip into the desert a little bit, and there was a bunch of those. I don't even know what the trees are called. They're the green ones, but they got the little spikes all over them. But they're trees.
Oh,
the fuck are those things?
Palo Verdes.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
The Palo
So
Verde tree.
so I heard some buzzing around my head, and I'm wearing a sweaty headband. I'd been out for like 4 hours, so I'm like, it's just flies and gnats and shit. And I hear more buzzing, and I go to get something off the back of my neck, and I get stung. And then I got stung like 3 times in the fingers, once on the top of the head, and once on my ass. Don't know how that happened. It might have been a systemito.
In the ass cheeks too?
It
though?
was a systemito. His life
So-
was to be a systemito.
So there's no like water or anything anywhere around there. So being a fucking, my fat ass started booking it after 4 hours hiking, and I didn't have a lot of gas left in the tank. So I, oh God, palmettos are all over Florida and Arizona. So
Yeah.
I love those little guys. I feed mine cake.
Philippine eagle is awesome.
I hear this buzz, right? This big buzz. And I'm looking around, and it's too consistent. I'm like, maybe it's not a swarm. Maybe I'm just being crazy. And it was right like where I had to go. So I go down into this wash, and I start to come up, and I see them. The whole tree is just covered. Big swarm. So I had to get by them. So I fucking put the hammer down and booked it, man. And they were behind me a
Bro,
little
can you
bit.
imagine if they swarmed you? Man,
Oh my God, dude, I'd probably be dead.
You'd be dead. You'd be
Yeah.
fucking deceased.
Yep. Yeah, they're hornets are probably one of the worst of the bunch, man. I hate hornets.
They'll get you.
Wasps suck, but they sting you once.
Hornets just go to town. Listen,
Oh,
you
dude.
see a tarantula killer, man. Wait till Huck sees a
Oh
tarantula.
yeah, they're
killer out
scared.
Yeah,
there.
no. We can stick with the paranormal. We're good. I'm
The
good. We don't
tarantula
need to
killers
do
are
any
my
of this
favorite,
other
dude.
shit.
That's a big ass. They'll go.
This
down there and
fucking
kill
crazy
that
fucker-
ass.
here, man. I got
This
your back,
crazy
dog.
fucker will herp his ass off through Arizona and wrestle all these fucking rattlesnakes. This 100-pound wet female will fucking ride the hell out of a crocodile all day long. I'm afraid of fucking
And an
mice.
ostrich.
You think you're gonna drag
Burning
me
you.
into this shit? No.
Oh, dude, wait do you see the velvet ants? They're little, but they'll fuck you up.
The red ones?
Great.
The
Yeah.
red ones? I've seen.
Yeah,
I've heard of them.
And
They're,
you
they're
pick one
wild.
up, you got to try to hold it as long as you can. I promise you, dude. There ain't any amount of
Oh,
money.
dude,
you
I
can
saw
hold out your
Coyote
hand.
Peterson do that, and it looked like his freaking he got lit up with one sting.
Yeah.
I should
got
send
lit up
Buck a
by
picture
one.
of
I
that
was messing around,
desert
Jeff.
centipede.
I was messing around. I saw this one digging a hole in the ground when I was a kid in Arizona. And I grabbed it, dude, and that fucker lit me up like Christmas, dude.
Oh, dude, you
It
gotta
felt
see.
like somebody
You gotta see
electrocuted
light.
my hand and stuck it in meat grease. I couldn't believe
Why
it.
would you do that?
Meat
Because
grease.
I was a kid, man. You live and learn.
Yeah, dude. I
Matt-
felt
Okay,
everything.
now you're
Gila
adults
That's why I got it.
doing the same fucking
I
thing.
was out there catching Gila monsters too. Those were my
Yeah.
favorite thing to do as a
Oh
little
yeah,
kid. It's
dude.
illegal now.
Somebody posted a pic of a Gila today from Scottsdale from with the McDowell Mountain.
Jeff,
I
would you
love
show
Gila
me a Gila
monsters,
monster? Would you show
Dude,
me
if I
one?
find one, I've never seen one live in the wild. If I find one, you're just gonna
I
just look
used
at my
to see 'em
fucking
all the
pants
time,
and start
and
to tent up a little bit, and then I saw a Gila monster.
there were
How do
some
you
that
spell
were
it? I want to know. I want to know what this thing looks like. How do you spell it?
there were some that were
Gila.
Gila.
Gila
Yeah,
monster.
I did never fucking thought of that, right?
Yeah.
there were some that were rescued, and
Troy's got some in
Debbie
his
sent
house.
them to me. They've been great. They're great.
Oh yeah, they're awesome lizards, man. You just when they
Mhm.
bite, if they bite you, they'll give you a very,
I
very
like their
bad day.
faces. They have cute
Oh
faces.
my god, they
Yes.
look like little Godzillas.
Oh, they're
They're
Large,
gorgeous.
amazing.
venomous
Especially the baby.
lizard. Holy
It's not that large. It's not
They're
that large.
What's
they're
up? Not
big.
as
They're
big as the
fat.
beetle
They're
lizard.
not
What's up,
long.
Kimmy? Not as big as the beetle lizards. The beetle lizards are giant. The ones that they
Yeah.
have, I showed them to
Yeah.
you when we were out there, Huck. The beetle lizards look similar, but the Herp Society or the Herp Sanctuary has some huge ones.
bruh. We
Oh,
was
beaded
walking.
lizards get big, but they're not as cool as the Gila for sure. Like the coloring and stuff.
Oh no, Gila monsters hands down are amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, and I like the baby beadeds because they're like jet black in the face. It's freaking beautiful, man.
They're
I
something-
walked
that's
a
something I've always really liked. I think they're great. I actually have some. I like them. Heloderms are awesome, and
I'm gonna send a
they're
picture
like
to
my
your
favorite.
Instagram.
They're my favorite
Very
of
well.
the American lizards. You can't beat it, man. The Gila monster's the beautiful.
Oh,
animal,
that's
dude.
They might be. They're the biggest American lizard. I'm pretty sure.
What's
I
interesting
know
to me
Chuck
is I get a
Wallace
little.
get big, but they don't get that big.
No, yeah, you're right. The Gilas are the largest. They are
Mhm.
native, obviously, because we have green iguanas and shit.
Largest
But
native,
I
yeah.
was reading at one point in time that when we learned, I was in school at this time, and I think it was in Vail, Arizona, and the tribes,
right by
a
Tucson.
lot of their work, a lot of their bead work was done because of the Gila monster down there. They will design. They design
Right, orange
breastplates,
and black. Yeah.
nets and stuff, and they would put the blacks and stuff together to look like the Gila monster.
Yeah.
And they were doing something with Gila monsters, and I don't remember what it was, but it was like a sacred animal to them as well, like the tortoise. But there was a lot to it down there. It was really cool.
I haven't seen a tortoise yet here either.
Now I'm sure they'll be out and about after.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure they will.
spring.
Whether that rain comes, and one of my favorite is the desert box turtle. Beautiful animal, dude.
Yeah, somebody posted one a couple days ago that they saw. So I'm hoping once the monsoons come to Phoenix, I'm going to drive down to Phoenix and take like a couple days off and hang by the monsoons. So that's when you catch the really cool
Oh
shit.
yeah,
running
you'll see.
around.
They're beautiful animals. Tortoises and turtles are always one of my favorite things. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, you're.
That's how I met you.
crocodile. Yes, I have crocodiles, but I would prefer to lay out there with my tortoises.
Bearded
They're
dragons are
friendly.
the best.
They'll come up to you and hang out. Like so, for instance, I was doing some demo here the other day at my property, and I had like a fucking 9-foot fire going, and I was burning all this old wood and junk. And here comes Bud, one of my big 60-pound tortoises. He's like, "Hey,
That's a big boy.
I'm gonna come over and hang out with you for a little while, man." He's just hanging there with us, and we're like burning shit, and he's like chilling, having a little grass, and you see him, he's like holding his head, his eyes are closed, he's getting some firelight, dude. And then it starts to go down, he goes to bed. Like they're very communal, man. They're just cool
Yep.
like that.
And they'll come.
They're one of
They'll
the
come
coolest.
if you call them too.
Yep, they're great. Well, you saw the tortoises when we went to the Herp Sanctuary, Huck.
Yes.
You couldn't believe it.
The Aldabradors or whatever they were called.
No, those were
What's
still
up,
You did see
Nova?
Aldabra too. You did see Aldabra too.
What is it?
Abracadabra.
The Aldabra.
Abracadabras?
The Aldab. Yeah, they're from the Seychelles Islands. They're from the Middle East. They're
And
very
then
they're
the
large animals.
Galapagos,
They used to say that
Giganticus.
I read that the Galapagos is the largest land tortoise, but I don't know, man, because
Aldabras do
I've
get
seen
big.
some monstrostic Aldabra, like 700 pounds.
Yeah, that's probably also based on. I was gonna say that's probably also based on eating in the wild. I mean, a captive bred one, I would imagine would be neck and neck at least.
Anything
Well,
counts.
there was
but
a
it's
there was a
good.
whole documentary. There's a documentary on the Aldabra tortoise, and it's so funny to me because it's like where they come from, it's like just grassland, crazy tall grassland. And this guy's like, he's like, oh, you hear that? And then they find these two that are breeding or whatever, and then the male got mad, started chasing them. So he did like half the documentary walking backwards while the male was pissed off, trying to get him because, you know, they move so slow. But during that season, Aldabra's personalities, anyone who owns them knows, and we own both species, will tell you that, like Flavio's Galapagos will hang out with him all the time. If you go out on the patio, that Galap will come up and sit with you. If my Aldabra sees you, he's like,
Have a great night, Nina.
You better get the fuck out of here. I don't want nothing to do with you. And they'll leave. So, and a lot of those tortoises, you know, like I think the Aldab can drink water through its nose. I mean, there's some cool facts about them. They're pretty.
I could do that. It would suck, but I could do that.
And some of them even do it through their anus. Mercy,
I
tell
haven't
you all about
tried it.
that. They breathe through their asshole.
Pigs breathe through their ass.
That's disgusting.
It's just me to breathe through your ass. That's different.
Yeah, system that's right.
Cloacal
So on that note, so they Maddie wanted to ask you guys if any of you have ever encountered the honey badger.
I have not. I've never
Neither
been in
have
a place where the honey badgers. I've encountered like similar stuff. No badgers, but some mean little animals.
There's some badass
like
badgers
fisher
out there
cats.
where you're going.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
psyched to see all of them.
I
Man.
love badgers. They'll chase you
No.
too. It's a blast. You just got to run fast.
Sweet.
I was gonna say,
You just gotta run fast, and if it gets a hold of you, you're done. It's gonna
there used to
shred
be
your
this one that lived in this hole.
claws.
There was this one that lived in a
motherfucker.
hole when we were kids out there near the wash when we lived in Benson. And that son of a gun, bro, when he'd come flying out there, blah, 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 he was like a little Tasmanian grade boy. He would chase us for about 50 feet, and then he would just stop with his hands on the ground. He'd stare at you, and then we'd let him get in. We'd run again. It was terrible. We were picking on him, but we were little kids. But I'll tell you what, man, we started to respect him, and we'd see him out and about. We would just kind of go around him, and he kind of saw us. He wasn't scared anymore. It was a neat little relationship we developed. But we're kids, you know. I'm not into abusing animals.
I was gonna say I became the honey badger when I turned 30. That's been like the closest thing. We had for my 30th birthday, we did a big jungle party, and I was in the honey badger, and I
fucking weird.
honey badger don't
You
give
didn't
a
have
shit.
to encounter one because she was one.
I was
Boom.
one.
So I got a
Boom.
question
What's
for
up, Amber?
I got a question for all of the doctors and herpers here and all the herpes and all that other shit you fuckers.
Well, there's
So I
one
got a
doctor
question.
here.
Okay, so one doctor and the rest of you have herpes. The rest of you are herpes.
Love.
Okay, doctors and herpes. Okay, so I got a question. You and I walked that whole fucking. We didn't walk the whole desert, but we walked the damn desert for a week in fucking Hey Dudes. I did. Okay, they're still
Yeah,
fabulous.
hold on.
They're right there.
Hey,
Hold
dude, that
on.
sucks.
Why did we not see all of
Because-
this fucking?
Because the highs were
lucky.
only between 48 and 50.
Okay,
why
so
we
that's
not
when I
seen
want to
it.
go to the. That's when I want to go to the
You know,
Arizona.
you're like, hey, man.
Between
you
48
got-
and 50.
Let's
I
take
like
the top
that.
off the Jeep,
That's
bro.
when I wanna
You take the
fucking
top
go.
Off the Jeep, and he's frozen.
When did y'all go?
What was that
Was
month
it
we went in there? What
January?
month did we go?
It was damn near Christmas because the Christmas tree was up.
Yeah, that's why you didn't
was-
see anything. That's just when they roll here from like March to November is about prime herping
Yeah,
season here.
you're right. It was
So
Because
December.
different animals
December
come out at
to
different times.
February is
listen.
prime time.
But
Outstanding.
listen, you
Oh,
got
wait.
to
Amber
see
Ford
Christmas
is in the
Tombstone.
house. By the way, to
Who
see
is?
her
I am
favorite.
before.
Amber Ford is in the house to see her favorite people. With the bunch of
Howdy,
hearts.
howdy,
We all
Oh,
know
look
who
at this.
Amber is.
What's
That's
going
what I
on?
said. We
It
all
is.
know who Amber is.
Petty.
I don't, but that's okay.
It's Petty Crocker. It's
Petty.
Petty.
But
She's
yeah, listen,
petty.
when we got to see Christmas in Tombstone, and that's something you really need to see. I mean,
Yes.
it was really, really cool. I mean, I got to tell you, I've never seen Christmas in Tombstone. I lived out there by Tombstone.
And we
A
had
lot of my
Christmas
life
in
when I was little.
Tombstone. Damn it.
You know, Brittany was
So-
actually born in
Nice.
Arizona. Brittany was born in Arizona. That's where she was
Conceived.
Tucson.
In
man,
Arizona.
Tucson.
born. And we,
That is
I've
my
never seen it, so I got
birthplace.
to go with Huck, and we were walking in the middle of the night, man. We just decided, hey, let's just go down there. So we got lit. We smoked some weed, which I don't condone that behavior, guys. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying we did. And we ended up looking at Christmas lights, like a bunch of Fruit Loops down
Oh,
there. And
my.
then this cat thought we were cool, and this cat hung
It
out with us
is,
the whole time.
Vanessa.
He rolled around with us like, hey, you got the stuff? I got the stuff, man. I thought he was gonna chill. He chilled up. He walked the whole town with us.
Nice.
The whole time.
Ghost cat.
Yeah, you go out there
And
and
then
like
later on, I
May
started
Hub
reading in
to see
Tombstone, they have
everything.
ghost cats that aren't really there.
There ain't no ghost
There he
cat.
is.
There ain't
That's
no
him.
fucking ghost cat. That's the one. Sure,
Hey, you
sure.
can
was
take
him.
pictures of ghost cats, Huck. Just gonna
Yeah,
throw
dude.
that out at you.
And that's
Sorry,
the
Bob.
deer.
Even been
That's
there,
the
my
deer
dude.
that I summoned to my
That deer
fucking.
walked right up and kissed him on his hand like Prince.
Like
So,
Prince.
dude. So I'm trying to tell you. Oh, and then of course we got all of your fabulous.
The
Yeah,
animal
what-
whisperer.
Yeah.
So
Crocodiles. Yep.
Look at what the printed pictures. That's like you went to the
Sorry,
photo
did you
map.
send
Yeah,
Huck the
somebody
picture
did that
I
for
made of
him.
him?
Somebody did that. Somebody did that and sent them all. I guess he posted them and they did that. They posted, made
that's
them a whole
nice.
collection. That was very
That
nice.
Damn, man. Oh, look at that, dude.
Look
That
at
That
one.
was good, bro. Back
That's
mountain.
the singer right there.
Tell you, hear it coming right now. Young Riders coming out in the back audio
we saw
playing
that
with
too.
that picture.
We actually
I
got
know.
Huck and we actually made it into the Mescal Studios. So the
That's
very
sure
last
did.
episode where they got married in the
Freaking
church,
A.
we went up to that church.
Oh man. Young
And that's from the
Riders.
movie. What he's got behind him is the actual wallpaper. That
That's
was
from the
what
Oriental.
was left of the
Yeah.
set.
So
Like in the
cool.
movie Oriental. It was really cool because
Yep.
a lot of you don't know that Tombstone, very little bit of it was filmed in Tombstone. It was all done
Yeah.
at the Mescal movie studio.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna say something real quick. One thing that okay,
So cool.
when we hit Tombstone, okay, if you blink, you will like seriously, I got a picture of the fucking sign. Okay, they took a picture of the sign. If you blink, you will miss the sign into Tombstone. Okay, you will miss that son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, you
You
will.
understand?
Tiny.
But I'm gonna tell you what, our first second in that town, that fucker pulled me right up next to the bird cage, got out, walked smooth up to that bird. We were walking Tombstone at night with a Christmas tree in the center of the fucking road, smoking a doobie snack outside the bird cage and every other fucking thing on that strip, dude. It was amazing. I want to say
Yep.
that.
It was a good
It was
time.
spiritual. It was like fucking a cleansing or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't even know
Well,
how
it's
to
a piece of
explain it.
history. You know, really.
It was. It's like
Doc
everybody.
Holliday and all those
It's
guys
the people we
and Wyatt Earp, they
watched.
all were there. Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone, the actors and the real people. Like it's to be in that
The
place.
bullets are still in the wall, man. It's amazing. Man.
Oh my
The
God,
birdcage
dude.
is cool. I hope, and you know they conserve that because people have
Yep.
to put money in that to keep it going, and unfortunately, you don't see towns like that anymore. And thank God that it's not in a humidity area because it would be already be gone by now.
I'll be gone.
Oh,
if it was
for
in
sure.
Florida, it'd be gone. Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gone.
Because people would not restore it. But there's a couple graveyards I didn't get to take Huck to that I found in the desert out there that are just in the middle of fucking nowhere. And
I
it's
love
graveyards.
those.
Okay.
Love those kind of
Where they
things.
they buried about 20 people and there's like, you know,
But there's
Vegas
so much.
Probably at, like,
fucking-
It was probably like an old homestead and a bunch of like family members, you know, like where the old house used to be, but the house isn't there
100%.
anymore. And that's
Yep.
like their
100%.
family. It's so cool. The,
Oh,
the
it
West
is.
is just
I am
next
definitely
level.
going to do another Wild West run. We did a Wild West
We
run,
are.
a Wild West run, and I'm not sure if Jeff made our South Florida run one time. We did a South Florida, it was a blast, I think.
Oh,
and
we
then
did a couple times.
Well, we
yeah,
didn't get
we
to
did-
link
we
up
got really
with
good
Jeff
time.
last time.
need
We
to
were
do a-
hoping
we need
to.
We'll get Jeff, we'll get Flavio, and we'll do a Wild West tour. We'll promote that. We'll just go spend 4 or 5 days in the Wild West towns and in the deserts with people again because
You know, I'm going to
it's
be
a
doing
really
while
good
we're
time.
there.
It's completely safe.
Urban.
Nothing's going to attack you. You're not going to get ate by javelina or raped by a sesamita. Not going to happen.
Or
And it's
raped by a
funny too
javelina.
because
Have a good time.
the Birdcage Theater is haunted, and a lot of people that work there have talked about hearing like music, men laughing. They've heard gunshots. It's a haunted building with a lot of echoes of the past, which is
I
kind
think a
of
lot
cool
of
to
people
me.
talk a lot of shit too. What's
I
up,
won't be
Chris?
honest with you. That we
Listen,
felt it in
I
Bisbee.
have heard shit in buildings where I'm like, yeah, that's an echo.
Okay, Brittany, let me tell you a story. Let me give you guys a real story for those of you new and haven't heard the story yet. I know you all have, but the people that have come in here. We went
What's
to
up,
Bisbee.
Christy?
Bisbee is a beautiful arts town there. It's really beautiful. Like
Amazing,
you go down to
beautiful.
Bisbee, like just it's a beautiful place.
Truly
very,
is.
very passive. It's very quiet. And we got access to thanks to Brittany and her friends, we got access to the firehouse. So the guy met us. This is where the firehouse has been there since they used to use horses to pull the fire wagon around. I mean, this is fucking awesome. Okay. And we go up the stairs, Jeff. We're down, he's like, yeah, this is where they used to drop the hay down to the horses, but we're going to go up here. So we go up this really cool staircase, old wooden staircase. And when I get in there, I all of a sudden get nauseous as fuck. And I start having a panic attack right when I walked in the room. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to contain this. I'm notorious for having them, and I can be having the time of my life. Jesus could be down talking to me about popcorn, and I'd go into one. Like, it doesn't matter how good of a time I'm having. So I don't say anything, and then the guy's talking a little bit. I go, oh man, look at the old fire equipment on the wall, and it started to distract me a little bit. And then I'm like, so I hear it's haunted, and he goes, oh yeah, right here, old Frank. He stays in here. He bangs on the doors. And then I'm like, I felt so fucked up when I walked up this staircase, man. I ran into a terrible energy. And then he tells me, and Huck's like, me too. And I didn't want to seem weird like a pussy. And the guy goes, oh no, that happens to a lot of people when they first come in because Frank don't want anyone in here.
I felt the
Especially
pressure
women.
on my shit.
Especially, yeah, me too. Especially women. Frank didn't like women and didn't want women firefighters. So they said he was just an asshole. They made that clear. But there's a picture of him on there with a mustache. They go, that's Frank's room. He goes, I stay in Frank's room. We've tolerated each other, but he showed us where the lights will sometimes get yanked out and like water will be turned on or a door will open and slam like 5 times. And they're like, nobody's here but us 3 guys. And nobody's moving on, looking at each other. The doors going bam, bam, bam. And I believe him.
Agitated.
I believe him, dude. I
No,
believe
yeah.
him because the guy was like, look,
like
man,
that.
we don't bring it up, but since you said it, you know.
I'm just
So it's
like,
an energy.
Wait, what?
what made
Nobody
him?
knows. He died somewhere of natural causes, but his energy remains at the fire pump. Is what they said. He just died as an old man, but he came back and he just runs his whole life he was a fire chief or whatever. He just ran the fire. So that's his residual energy. I think that that's his energy. A lot of people no such thing as ghosts or he's not here or whatever.
Yeah,
Let him say
TJ.
whatever. But I'm just saying. But that was happening, and Huck and I both had the same thing, and we didn't say anything, and I didn't say anything to Huck. After I brought it up, the guy said it. Huck's like, me too. I felt like someone was standing on my chest, which is exactly how I felt. And then he told us, oh, that happens to a lot of people their first time here. It's just Frank. He's just going through you.
Imagine if Brittany was there, or
She would
Doc.
have laid down on the floor, man. It would have been a thing. She would have.
They don't like
Oh
females. He don't like
my
females. I'm telling you, he
whatever.
don't like
I can't
females.
breathe. It's on me. Get off me, Frank.
Troy likes to think that I
It's
exaggerate.
the big one. I took her into the Ma Barker house and she had a meltdown.
No, we know exactly what happened in the Ma Barker house.
I know, but it was
and even
you still felt it.
well, yeah, because she freaking showed me everything, and
Brittany
I'm the
was
one who
like
told Jeff
experiencing all the
exactly
energy,
where
like
everything
overwhelming
was.
energy, and everybody's coming up to see her, and I'm like, let her lay there. Let her get through it.
I
get
actually
through
collapsed because
Mhm.
I turned out of the room and I walked to go back into the room where Ma died. And it was like within this second, I was actually there. Like I could see it all with my eyes and I was in it. And I saw the son coming up the hallway, her yelling at the son, telling him to get down, him getting shot, her screaming, her grabbing her son by the feet and pulling him up to the doorway, and her telling her son, I'm sorry, this never should have happened to you. I did this to you. Then I watched her get shot.
Well, he was like,
and then
he was also mentally challenged.
He was
Yeah.
very slow. So he thought he was coming to rescue his mom. So he's like coming up, and I'm seeing all of this and I'm crying. And she's like, this is what happened. And I'm like, what is happening? This has never
She
happened
was
to me
just showing you how
before.
terrible the FBI
It was
at that
awful.
time.
And so she showed me how she grabbed the chair to like do what she could to defend her son. And she laid by his feet and basically told him, I'm so sorry. I did this to you. This is my fault. And then she turned, she goes, my boy, he's just my boy. And I lost it. And then
Oh yeah,
I was
it was
still
something
in
else,
it,
man. It was
seeing
nightmarish.
everything. And I lifted my hand up and I said, Troy, get me out of here. And he had to physically touch me to bring me back to reality. And I
Yeah,
showed
everybody
Jeff
came run
and
up the stairs
everyone
to see Brittany.
was.
I'm like, just let her. She's got to get it out. Just let her go.
Well, I was crying because it was just overwhelming to see so much blood. Like, and then I took my black light and I
that
actually
happens to
saw it.
people.
I was like,
Sometimes that
holy
happens to
shit,
people.
there it is.
And Marissa and I had a conversation about this too. If you're too
It's crazy.
close-minded because of how you were brought up or what you think you know, you're never going to really experience life to the fullest spectrum that you can. Right? Like no one's going to be out looking for rattlesnakes unless you go do it. No one's going to be looking for a ghost unless you go do it. No one's going to work with crocodiles unless you go do it. So if you live in a very closed-minded and you can't understand the possibility of what you've been taught, it may not always be 100% accurate. You won't be able to go in and really see that because you'll be very closed-minded. Now, and that doesn't mean because you can religion to it too, because there's a lot of Christians that go out and do that and they experience it. They're just more open-minded. Right? Because a lot of stuff we're taught is all man-made. It's all man-made. It's all control. It's all government. It's all this and that. So really it doesn't matter what your faith is. It matters how open of a mind you have to be able to understand that we're a spiritual being on a physical journey. That's really what we are. And I believe that, you know, when we die like that, we move on or we stay. And some of those people choose to stay and they get hung up. And unfortunately, they have to find their way out. You know, they have to find their way out. And you know, to me, I feel like we die every night. You know how easily we lay down to go to sleep? People die in their sleep, you know. They die. So you are at the most vulnerable state of your life when you go to bed at night, when you go to sleep. Hence the old As I lay me down to sleep, I pray to the Lord my soul to keep. What you're saying is I'm praying for God to let me keep my soul. So that tells me pre all of that, they know that the spirit leaves the body when you go to sleep. There's something happening. That's why sometimes when you're sleeping, you'll be like, oh, and you jolt back in, you're like awake. It's like you hit and come right back. And everybody knows what I mean by bone shakes.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
you'll start to fall, or you'll be right in the middle of something awesome, and you'll get to that level, and you get sucked right back to yourself, and you wake up. So I think there's something to that, and I think we can travel in the spirit realm when we're sleeping, and that's what they call lucid dreaming. And if you can control your lucid dreams, you'll be able to learn to travel. And some of us can attain it. And I've told Marissa, I can meditate enough to get myself to see some of my loved ones. I just can't seem to get through this one valley I've been fighting my way through. I get sucked right back out of my meditation. It's like, woof, and I wake up, or something will be ticking, and it will be like something I shouldn't have even heard, but it brought me back. And so, how many of you have been dreaming? Any of you even on the panel about you wake up in your dream and say like the microwave's beeping, but in your dream it's something else, like a bird chirping, and you wake up and it's the
All the
microwave.
time.
So you're in another realm. You're literally in another realm. Your brain is working on these spectrums that you don't understand, which to me are that's the God frequency. You're learning. Your mind is learning, and I think that there's a lot to be said about that. Not enough ventures into really understanding what we are. Like to sit and think about what you really are and how you work is, to me, blows my mind that we still aren't advanced enough to know what we really should be knowing about our complex bodies.
Yeah.
Like,
Agreed.
for instance, I've been going down the rabbit hole on medical stuff, and people will have a tumor in their body, and they'll go, well, what we need to do is we need to do a biopsy, and they puncture that tumor.
Uh-huh.
All
And
the
it
cells
spreads
leave
the
the tumor
poison.
now and spread in the body instead of just removing the whole thing, right?
Well, the tumor's
So they're saying in some
good. The
cases,
tumor's there to remove
certain
shit.
forms of tumors will spread, but that's your body fighting that. So in some cases, it's not good to bust that. It's good to just take the whole thing out and not look. Like,
Well, it depends on the
breast cancer and some
situation.
of it.
They aspirate most tumors. They aspirate with like a teeny little needle, so it's all self-contained. You know what I mean? It's possible that some can leak out, but it's more things like that's why they tell you not to like do things like shave over moles and stuff like that.
Right.
Because if it is cancerous, that can actually release some of the cancer cells in your body, and then once it becomes mets, you're pretty much done when it's metastatic.
Yeah, that's terrible. So there's so many things we don't even really know yet. We really have fucking idea.
Can I ask just a random question though? I mean, as simple as it is though, any type of puncture to any of those, whether it be through a needle or a razor, I mean, if it's able to expose through just a razor, even nicking it or coming over on top of it, and in some cases, some of those are like tiny little nicks. That now is internal. It's doing the same thing. It's releasing something into the system that the body may not be able to fight.
There's some that do it.
A lot of it depends on like the encapsulation of the tumor and stuff like that too. That's important because if it's not encapsulated, the chances of it spreading are quite a bit more. There's nothing protecting the cancer cells from getting into your blood or your bone marrow or anything else that can cause metastasis, which is the cancer spreading from the original cancer part to different parts of your body. Like, my dad died of a brain tumor that was originally bladder cancer. So it's like, that's how it works. If
our grandfather died of brain cancer, my dad's dad, environmental brain cancer. Yeah.
It gets in your bloodstream and then it just takes hold.
And that's it.
And it's terrible.
But a lot of times, man, we don't even understand. We don't even understand that. We don't even understand. Like some people get cancer on their pituitary gland. They don't even know why that. I mean, we're not advanced at all.
So one thing I've been finding interesting though is I studied cultural anthropology back in the day and looking more into the indigenous healing. And if you look at a lot of indigenous cultures and societies, there wasn't a lot of cancer. And they have, I mean, I don't know if you
of course we're going to lose.
Remember, like in the 80s and 90s, there's all these research excursions going to the Amazon and the jungles, and they were looking for plants to help with cure for cancer because they were noticing why are we only having cancer in these, in the modern society, but these rural and indigenous communities, you're not really finding it. But
Probably
part of it
because
was
of the
from
they feed you.
It's the food.
Well, that, the stress, of course,
processed
we know
foods,
that.
and
Yeah,
But
we
And
make
the
they
those
fucking
have,
trails
bottles and
everything.
so I have,
Microplastics.
yes. So I met up with in a sense, one of the last Maya shamans just recently in November. And she was telling me in the 80s that the US paid the Smithsonian and a couple of other researchers to do an excursion throughout Belize and a couple of other countries in Central America to work with local healers, shamans, whatever, and look for plants to help with healing. And she's like, I can't talk a lot
I know,
about it.
Tammy.
One of those hints where they found anti-cancer treatments through a lot of plants here. But if you find a cure, that's going to affect some businesses. And so it just seems like some of that research,
Well,
AKA Big Pharma.
100%,
Absolutely.
and that explains it. When I was talking, Jeff and I talked about it too, that all those doctors that were in Brazil, they had some extremely things that they were eliminating some cancers. All 7 doctors were on the same airplane. It just happened to crash.
Absolutely.
Now that to me is right, and that wasn't even American. That was that's affecting somewhere else, and they didn't want it moving around. So at the end of the day, man, you've got to really be careful, and it's selective. And I think there are ways to heal a lot of things, but in certain situations, Big Farm steps in and like, oh no, well, we're not going to educate them on that. We're going to do X, Y, and Z, or we're going to allow this person to know that.
They already
much.
make it from the plants, but they slap their sticker on it and process it down how they process it down. Look at things like the heart drug digitalis is straight derived from a plant, so
Right.
Everything that's made into medicine one way or another usually starts with a natural thing like that, and then they process it and chemicalize it and mix it with other stuff, so it's unrecognizable for the most part.
That's the same thing with cigarettes. Native Americans have been smoking tobacco for thousands of years, and they never got cancer. But cigarettes,
nicotine,
they pack it through all kinds of garbage and chemicals.
yeah,
The paper is
bullshit.
saturated. Has nothing to do with smoking tobacco. Does not. It has to do with
No,
what
it's
they
all the
put in it.
chemical.
Right.
It's a chemical.
Yeah.
But
And then they'll tell you, well, there's carcinogens in that, so that's what did it. No, it's because you're making a product, a mass-produced product,
exactly.
and you're ruining the actual type, because real tobacco and the way the natives did it, they're not dying. They're smoking their peace pipes, man, or they're smoking weed or any type of herb. It's just interesting to me how that works. And yeah, you're right. Jeff hit it on the head. It's Big Farm, and they do a
Big
lot of
Farm
that
fucks
crazy
up
shit,
everything.
man.
Yep, I agree. I think that they
Thanks,
compete
Dave.
against themselves so that there's no outside competition. I think it's all
true,
one
Tammy.
big cabal. And I'm not
The
really.
fuck, yeah, the cure's out there. Yes, the cure's out
Well,
there. That
Tammy
doctors have
survived
died
that. I
over
know
the
Tammy
Look at
cure.
Magic
personally
Johnson.
survived
Just
cancer, so,
take him for instance.
Oh yeah,
year
what
was
happened to
Magic
that, huh?
Johnson diagnosed with HIV, like 1988, maybe. And he's
Yes.
never shown a single symptom. And this is before the only drug out, I think, when
I got
Magic
you,
Johnson
Dave.
was AZT. And now they have all the PrEP drugs and all the drugs that make you non-detectable. So technically it's not a cure, but you can't pass it on to somebody else. But Magic Johnson's been symptom free for over 30 years.
Yeah.
because he had money.
You don't think that
Easy
with his
Easy,
money,
family
he
never
bought
got it either.
something?
Got money.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, it's funny, Jeff, because when I was a kid,
Good
I was going
point,
to a school
Jeff.
called Peters Elementary School in South Florida when the AIDS was a big deal. And I remember everybody was so paranoid. They wouldn't even let us share out of our milk cartons anymore. They separated us. They're like, listen, we don't want anybody sitting close to each other. We want everybody to stay about 5-6 feet apart at the tables. We're going to do cycles. They closed down the water fountains. And I'm like, man, here I am as an adult living through COVID. It was the same thing. Everything was like the same thing. Can't do this. Don't go there. Don't touch anything. Wash your hands.
Yeah, but COVID was a lot more contagious as far as outside the body. AIDS was bloodborne. COVID was, they called it droplet, but it was airborne. There's no doubt.
Yeah,
about it.
but what he's saying is they treated it. They treated it as if we breathe or share the same water bottle
from a water fountain, but you can't get AIDS from a water fountain. That's the point.
Yeah.
But they were doing that. And I remember they're separating everybody and this and that. And don't tell me that listen, I don't care who you are, where you're from. There's no way that came from one man having sex with a monkey.
No,
I don't give a shit. That's a
there's
chemical
patents on
warfare.
all of it.
No.
It's that's chemical warfare. People messed up again and they fucked up and it got out and about and there was just the movie Philadelphia was a very, very good movie on that.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, because my dad was a medical student in the early 80s with AIDS and stuff. His stories are crazy, but he was saying Philadelphia was very good in regards of what was going
Hell
on.
yeah. And let me
Oh
tell you
yeah, I
something.
grew up in
Gino,
that
her
shit. I was in
father
high
is a
school.
trauma surgeon. He's no joke. And so he knows some shit. And he's just like some of the stuff. And now he's still alive. And he's seeing modern medicine versus when he was dealing with it in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. So I can't even imagine what he's seen. Being
Well, as far as like
being a
HIV
surgeon
and
for that
AIDS,
long.
it's more or less it's more or less cured. There've been
Of course.
studies. It's not here because we can't use things like stem cells or stuff like that for research, and that's how they have gotten good results.
Yeah, they've cured a lot of it. And they're not, I mean, if you can take a pill every day and you're basically cured, that's money. You're just a repeat customer, man. Pop that cap. They don't want you healed 100%. And this is business. This doesn't have anything to do with
They
politics.
want to
This
manage
is just
you.
business. And
That's
they've
it.
got to keep their business.
Manage.
Like you got a car, hey man, that brake system has to break down at about 100,000 miles. We have to replace it. So you're making money on the back end. So you're not getting what you got built in the 1950s and 60s. These old muscle cars that were running for 300,000 miles before you have to replace something. They make them now. That's what they do. I mean, that's what they do. And so we're business too, man. Hospitals are a big business. I've been seeing a lot of stuff now with organ
Most are not
smuggling and
for
things like that.
The
I mean, think
Sage.
about it. Organ smuggling, dude. That's fucking
He
terrible,
did too,
man.
Sage. He did too.
That's terrible.
Yeah,
So,
we all did pretty well, except for Marissa and Huck. I think
so did
we
I,
all grew up
dude.
in the 70s
so
and
did
80s.
I.
I was in
did
high
I, and I
school.
remember it
That's
was
why
so
that's
different.
why he was like, you're making me feel old, Troy. Stop it now.
High school was
I'm like, man, I'm
84 to
old too, buddy. I
87
was
for
there
me,
with you,
so
man. I was there with you.
it was right there.
I'm born
Oh, so
1980.
sorry, Maddie.
I hear you, Maddie.
I was
Sorry,
gonna
Heather.
say I'm 81. Not
I was born 1980, so
1980, dude.
81.
graduated
1980,
98.
I was 12.
Weren't you born in like what, Jeff? 72?
68.
68.
No shit, I'd have never fucking thought that.
Yep, he was
Hey,
born
look at this
68. I
young,
was born
beautiful
75.
That's all that
You know what it
herpes,
is.
dude. That
Oh,
herpes keeping him fucking young.
Adrenochrome.
Adrenochrome and
Herpes
herpes.
keeps me young.
Herpes keeps him
Adrenochrome
young.
and herping.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I was going
Yeah,
to say,
so I
Chris,
mean,
so
I
you're not
remember
82,
growing up in
but
the
you were
80s.
born in
Time of my
82.
life, I would go back in a heartbeat, dude.
I
What, to
was.
the
Dude,
80s?
I
Oh,
love the
fuck
80s.
yeah, dude.
My
I
God,
love
bro. And
the
being a kid, rolling around in 85 on
I
your
was 80.
BMX, dude, with your Walkman,
Oh,
shit,
dude.
listening to rock music and fucking your older
And New
cousin's
Kids
got a
on the Block.
Corvette and everybody's like
Oh,
just it's long
That
hair.
was- that's where it's at.
You can never go back. That will never you will never achieve that life again ever. There's no
Oh,
other
dude.
decade like it. None.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we
80s
used to
and
fucking
90s
drive by
forever.
like churches when they'd have their fucking like NBRC meet, not NBRC.
got a lot of
What-
70s, 80s
what was
babies
Chipper
in the
Gore's
house
thing?
tonight. Love it. Craig,
Craig.
youngsters.
Knock it off.
Music resource something. Her whatever organization was, Tipper Gore, that was anti-metal. They tried to sue Ozzy for suicide solution and all that other shit. We would just if there was they'd have big meetings and we drive by like cranking fucking sick metal, like Accept and fucking it was nuts,
Correct,
man.
Sage. 100%.
The 80s were the last.
Oh God, this man said
Wonderful.
Chris Cross will make you.
Chris
jump,
Cross. Oh
jump.
my God. Jump. Yes.
I'm making me fucking all
With
crossed
their
out
toes
right now.
backwards and shit and coming out performing. God dang, thank you for that.
Chris
man.
Cross.
That was
Dude,
definitely
even
90s.
before
was
that,
definitely
though.
90s, dude.
Yes.
You know?
Late 80s, 90s.
Yes.
Jessica
Yeah.
said, please be kind, but any of you like Sticks? I think Troy can answer this one.
I
He has a
saw Styx.
lemur named Sticks.
I like the Sticks. I do. I think the Sticks are really cool. Mr. Roboto was a great song.
Yes.
If you were out in the skating rink, man, and they be playing at Domo Re Regato. Yeah, I'm a music
Skating
fanatic.
rink.
Music's like my core lifestyle. So
Yep.
my music is my core lifestyle. You know, I'm a big rock fan. I like all genres, but yeah, Sticks is, like the music I don't really get into is the stuff that Marissa makes us listen to. We go to the island. That's hard for me because I'm not used to it. Like,
That
some of them
fucking
don't
anal
know.
rape and troll music,
Right?
right?
Where like they just wiggle their butts and stuff. I like that's not my thing, but I respect it. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my God.
I respect it. I think all music has a purpose. I think music brings people together, and I think it's one of the best things ever. It doesn't matter where you come from. Everybody's got that song, and you can all unite under it. You know what I mean? And
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
go back to like Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne, dude. He caught a lot of hell, man, but that was one hell. That motherfucker there. I don't care what anybody says. He was one of the best performers, one of the best writers,
Oh,
and one of the
fucking A,
coolest
dude.
dudes that ever walked the planet. Period. I don't
Fucking
care
A.
about his fault. I don't care they did drugs or whatever. He was one of the coolest people, man.
Y'all did drugs.
And yeah, and I think you know,
It was the 80s. It was
you got to
mandatory.
pioneer, man. You
Right.
got to pioneer, and we had great bands out there, man. I mean, they
Oh, hell
Jessica,
yeah.
I'm
man.
trying
I
to-
saw some shows in the 80s
I'm
that
trying
were
to-
insane.
I'm trying to read
in the
her.
70s, man, and with music, really heavy, good music like that really started, like just raging up. After Elvis kind of went away, that was like that set the sail, man. It just set the sail. Matter of fact, I was talking to Larry Love, Huck. We had a really good conversation about Elvis Presley, and we got into it. And Larry Love is a really cool dude. He was in Nashville with us. He's like huge black dude, man. Looks like he should be an NFL.
Built like a
lineman. One of the
fucking
coolest dudes.
refrigerator.
A fucking brick shit house with patience of a steel stone, bro. Like he was great. But he said to me,
Is that the one that knows the Shine
"Yeah,
Barrow?
Shine, that no shine." He's
Right,
buddies
he
with
knows
Shine.
Shine. Okay.
So he said, you know, Elvis, you know, it started with Elvis. This was just, we were just talking about music in general, where they just started attacking like Elvis's hips and all this and that. And then after they couldn't nail him for that, they're like, oh, yeah, Elvis, he stole black people's music and he's using it to make profit. And he's like, man, people just don't know that that's not true. He grew up with them. And that's his first touch of music. He grew up in the soul area. He grew up in soul group. Yep. He grew up with jazz. Like, that's his thing. He didn't look at himself like, I'm a white guy and I'm going to steal all the black music. Like he was like, dude, it was so stupid. And we had a great conversation about it. Matter of fact, one day we'll bring Larry on the show and we'll talk about music and, you know, diversity in music. And music is Sage probably agree. It's one of the best things, man. It's therapy.
I love
it unites.
It's good for my moods, dude. It gets me psyched up.
Yeah, man. Whatever you want to do, music really.
It activates his herpes.
Oh, I can't. I used to listen to yeah, it makes my herpes flare up. All right. By the way, everybody, no herpes here. No herpes.
I love it, dude. Thought drugs was
Jeff, explain to them what herping is, please.
Herping? Well, okay. So a herpetologist is a snake and lizard biologist, more or less. Right. I'm not a herpetologist. I'm more of what they call a herpetoculturist. So I have been in and around snakes since I was, since about 1975. I've been hanging out with snakes since I was like 5 or 6 years old. My dad was big into snakes. And so I keep them. And when you go out and look for snakes, it's the slang is herping. Yes. Herping. And
I keep calling it herpes.
I'm definitely not
herpetology and herpfauna, things like that are just words that you kind of learn over the time.
Herpetofauna, yeah, there you go.
Yep, herpetofauna. And I'll tell you what, man, when you go out there, Huck, when we go do stuff, nothing's going to get you or hurt you. Just sometimes it's interesting to see what little lives out there keeping the chain reaction going. You know, it's amazing.
Okay. If Jeff's fucking with us, I'm good because this fucker's been doing this shit since the late 1900s. All right, I'm fucking good with that shit.
I've been doing this before snakes were invented, dude. Let me tell you,
we're all from the late 1900s, so
no doubt, dude.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, where I grew up,
somebody's saying you have a pet snake with a question mark. Who are you talking to with that?
Are you talking to me, Michelle?
Probably.
I probably at one point I had about 250-ish, I guess. Now I probably have about 70, 80, but they're breeders. So I breed snakes. That's what I do. I breed Western hognose snakes, bull snakes, and gopher snakes. And while I travel, I have a business partner. What's that?
I said, yeah, that question was for Jeff, and now you know he's got.
So why do you? do you breed them to? Are they house pet worthy?
Yeah. They don't run around the house. They're in enclosures for the most part.
Well, that's why I didn't know. What I was getting at is I didn't know if it's like people buy them for pets or you're breeding them to help to bring back an endangered species. I mean, I know that you guys do a lot of different things. So
Eastern indigo snakes, they breed and release in Florida.
Well, when he's breeding, let's just put it this way: for guys like that are breeding snakes that are like in the hobby, like hognose snakes, what he's breeding saves people from going out and plucking them out of the wild and roosting the ecology on them. You know. And a lot of you didn't have breeders and stuff like that.
Breeding.
I find this interesting. You get a lot of bleeding heart animal rights people, okay? And it's funny to me that they only care about something that has fur on it, or if it can be popular, like a whale. But nobody cares about reptiles. They're like, oh, smash it, chop off its head, run it over with your car.
Takes that off with a
living
shovel.
Thing. So I don't
Except
get
for
that.
like recently with my recent posts where people are like, why are you laughing at the dead crocodile? I was like, because its guts was about to splatter, and it actually did splatter all over us. And what am I going to do? Instead of saying ew, I started laughing, and all these people
Yeah,
started.
everything's fucking got a funny
I'm just
side,
like,
man.
I can't believe people are getting so pissed off about that. It was
Certain
insane.
species are endangered, certain species aren't.
Yeah, the eastern indigo snake is critically endangered. We're running out of them, and my theory is that the more hogs that we have in Florida, the less eastern indigos we have, and same with the
I
eastern
believe
diamondback
that.
rattlesnakes. They eat the
That's a
snakes.
good way. Good way to put that.
But yeah,
Hogs are a problem, right? Hogs are a
Yeah.
problem for you guys.
hogs are a huge problem in Florida. It's they're a traffic problem. They're what
They
do call
eat
it?
everything.
Problem. They
Yeah.
eat
They're
a
not
lot of these
indigenous to
snakes,
Florida. The problem
They
is they're
eat
not indigenous. And that's when
lizards.
you start getting that becomes a problem.
Right. Yeah. Nothing in Florida is indigenous anymore. They're all from somewhere else.
Yeah.
But yeah. Florida's got the most invasive species of anywhere in the world. Which the funny
makes it
part
great
is,
to me.
oh, I love it, dude. It makes it more fun to go out and look for shit. Be like, oh,
When you got
I thought I
somebody
could
going
find
out,
this in
yeah.
Madagascar. Here it is in Orlando.
Yeah, when you go out and you got someone like, I went out on my patio the other day and I saw an iguana pooping on it. I want them all dead. Get the fuck out of here. I would laugh if they exploded on the dock, not a crocodile. How
Yeah,
could
there's
you laugh at
animals that are
Because
nuisance animals,
he blew up. He
but
exploded.
iguana's not one of them.
Exactly.
Things like fisher cats and coyotes. I couldn't shoot a coyote. I saw one the other day running across the road,
That
and it
is
was the
super
most
cool.
adorable thing ever. I could never shoot a coyote.
Thanks,
Kraus.
Kraus.
Yeah, I I don't want to shoot anything that I don't have to, right? Like if it's staying away from my property, I'm not, as long as it's not evading. I know some people like to get up and kill stuff to kill it, whatever, that's fine. Do you? But I don't,
You're
if I
gonna
don't
eat
have
it.
to
I see
hurt
no big
something
deal
else
with
that's
it.
not hurting me, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I will if I have to.
If you're not harming my dog, I'm good.
Yeah.
If I got raccoons coming in and robbing my little animals here that is my job
They are,
to
Jenny.
protect, they're done. They got to go. I'm either going to catch them and turn them over,
Yeah.
or they're going to.
Exactly. When it comes
They're
to
gonna
my
see the
dog,
light,
I
man.
mean,
They're gonna
snake's
see the light.
easy. I can pick it up and move
She's
it.
got bored, so what we're going to do is
I'm
What?
not you, Jeff. So I move it a different way. So maybe one day you'll teach me how to move it without.
Snakes are beneficial. How do you feel about rats?
Well, here's the thing. I know
Yeah,
snakes are
exactly. You don't
beneficial.
like them at all.
No, I know snakes are beneficial. I don't know which snake. And in
They're
that
all
moment when
100%,
it's a
100%
snake
beneficial.
and my dog, I'm gonna go ahead and just deal with the threat and then go ahead. Oh, it's one I should have kept.
That's where
I'll
I'm from, Denny. Yeah. No, any snake is gonna eat their weight in rodents, and other stuff too. They keep the bad shit away. They help aerate the soil in your yard. I mean, they do a lot of good stuff. There's snakes that you don't necessarily want around your kids or your animals if you can help it. But the easiest thing to do is pick them up in a shovel and toss them in the woods,
And they'll leave.
and they'll leave.
Yeah, a lot of
You're
people
like, "You're not
misinterpret. You
welcome
don't have
here."
to kill. You have to kill something because you don't understand it, unless it's
No, and I
you let them
understand
live.
that
Don't kill
too,
them all.
but here's the thing. When I'm walking that farmer's field, and I used to do varmint controlling for farmers out west, but when I'm walking this field with my dog, I'm not walking it with a shovel. I'm walking it with a 9mm.
Yeah,
So
but
if I don't
snake's
know-
not going to come after your dog. You just got to walk around it. They
Well,
won't.
that's
they
just
won't-
it. I have to make sure we don't stumble upon it.
Oh yeah, you don't want to step on it. Florida's notorious for people stepping on cottonmouths. They're real easy to step on. They blend in really well. They don't have a rattle.
And pygmy rattlers.
Oh,
People
pygmy
don't. All
rattlers,
the elderly
yeah.
stick their hands in the bushes and they get popped by pygmies
Dude,
all the time.
pygmy rattlers are the
It's just 'cause
coolest
they don't know
things to
they're
see in situ because they're always in some kind of Google pose, like curled up on a log or on top of a rock. They're one of the best in situ animals that I've ever found because they're always in a badass
That's good,
pose.
Jessica, for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I
Mhm.
said, everybody likes certain things and other things they don't like. So it just depends. I mean,
Exactly.
that's what makes the world go
Well,
round. Not
I mean,
everybody
a lot
can
of
have the
that's
same.
it's a lack of education, it's stories, and now we have
Sure.
Hollywood and social media sensationalizes, and you have so much bullshit fucking stories. I can't remember. Yeah, sorry, I'm
So
like
they're
trying
not giant anacondas that are going to
to
eat
be a
ice
little professional,
cubes.
but
Thanks for
Like
the plane.
I have giant anacondas.
I know.
Big ones.
You remember my anaconda that I
when
got
people
rid
say
of
to me,
after it
like I
mussed
saw
all
in that
over me?
movie, I go, nothing like that movie, man.
no.
Nothing
Oh,
like
anacondas
that.
are so freaking chill for the most part, But when they get pissed, man, watch out.
When they
Well,
don't
like-
have to be chill.
Troy's anacondas are amazing. I love
Oh,
Troy's
my
anaconda. They're
anaconda
just-
was a FWC turnover because I was on the conditional species adopters list. So they
Yep.
called me one day to go to Leesburg in February. It was cold as shit. I had to pick up an anaconda, green anaconda.
My
And
anaconda don't want none. Sorry, I just.
Sorry.
That's a lot. So I picked that up and two really big berms. One was like 12 or 13 feet and one was 9 or 10. And I brought him home and the guy's like, oh, the anaconda is so chill. And he had it in like a Sterilite, but with about 3/4 water in it. So by the time I got home in my truck with no heat, it was freaking freezing. Okay. I get in the house and I figure I'm going to warm this very chill, very cool anaconda up. So I kind of had it around my back and over both arms, you know, and he was fine. He was getting warm. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just lays into my ditch of my arm. And it hurt so fucking bad. And this thing was only about 5 feet long. Strongest snake I ever had my hands on. Stronger than any 15-foot retic or Burmese.
Here,
Hands down.
Huck.
I always tell people.
This is one of Troy's older snakes. This was a long, long time ago.
I got one. I still have that.
You still have the same one?
Yeah, I had that one.
This one's
That's
still.
your retic, right?
Brittany, it's time to remake that picture,
Yeah,
Britt.
that thing.
It was
It's
a
time
long
to
time
remake
ago.
that picture,
Oh, I
Britt.
would do it tomorrow. Troy
But
knows
yeah,
that.
man,
I love
Jeff,
his
I told
snake.
Jeff, I'm like, man, these
That's the
anacondas,
one you
man,
need.
They're crazy strong.
Oh my
They
god,
are, too.
they're the strongest snakes. I couldn't even get it back in the tank. I had to drop it on the ground, not drop it, but put it on the ground and like neck it, you know, and then grab the tail because it was spraying this musk. And anaconda musk, oh my god, it is disgusting, dude.
Here's
Tastes like
Troy.
shit.
Here was Troy and I at one of his events, and I was helping him with his snakes. You can see how long this guy is for the audience to see.
I heard Troy had a long snake. Is this true?
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yep, that's a retic. That's a tiger. We got that.
Yep,
I
that's
got a picture of
Troy's.
me and Ricky with his big ass retic. It's so
Loved,
much-
love this retic. This retic I could hold for hours.
Yeah, they're
Sweetest
cool,
thing.
man. Like I said, man, it's always
Sweetest
they're
baby.
just as tame
She
as anything
was-
else. You get a better chance.
Oh, they
getting
could
hit by
be.
a bird.
My retics are always puppy dog tame,
Just
man. They
love
get a
them.
bad rap.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they
No,
do.
but
And-
Troy,
and
did you say you have a higher chance of getting bit by a bird?
you do.
Oh no, absolutely.
I have
Oh, without a
crocodiles
doubt.
and all
Birds are
kinds of
nasty,
shit. The only
man.
thing I get tore up
Flying
by is my
demons.
birds. My birds. They're always fuck me up.
Yeah.
They just do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Birds
Well,
are always they bite first and think later. That's a bird. Birds
Y'all
always
see
are
the
like,
shit they're about to drag me
sorry.
into?
Oh, yeah.
Do you realize what's gonna happen if I
You'll
get
be
near
good.
any
Look,
one of
you'll be
these
a brand new
fuckers?
man, man. You'll like
Birds
it,
will
man.
fuck a snake up. They just
I
pick them
might
up.
By the time I'm done hanging out with Jeff, I'll be taking these mice on like a fucking champ. They ain't gonna be shit, right? Because right now I'm hiding like a bitch. Okay, because I don't like them.
Oh, they're in the house.
not all birds are
Well,
bad.
Well, it's
Not
dead
all
now.
birds.
It's fucking dead
Not
now.
all birds.
I hate mice. These field mice
I
come
don't
in
like
here.
I'll try
rodents,
to
man. I'm
break
not a
my
rodent
fear
guy.
of birds with
I'm
your
scared to
birds.
death of them,
The only
bro.
mice I like,
Yeah,
kangaroo
you
mice
lo-
out
you
here. Are
you would
fucking cool
love
shit.
cool.
Other than
Cookie,
that,
Marissa.
kangaroo mice are really cool.
Love who? Marissa.
Kangaroo mice? Oh,
Let's
Oh,
see,
kangaroo mice
I
are
can
awesome.
fucking-
I
They're
grew
very
up, I'm from
cool.
Florida, so yeah, I'm very used to that.
Mm-hmm.
used to
No,
what
I was
now?
saying
What do you see?
we have
Yeah,
a
I was raised around snakes. My mom wouldn't allow them in the house, but I had a garage full. And where I grew up in Connecticut, there's all these. They used to separate the property with like flat rock walls, so they would just take flat rocks and stack them. And I used to pull those
That's
apart
what I
and find copperheads, garters, smooth greens, all kinds of
That's
shit.
cool, man.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
My dad taught me that. He taught me how to go out there and take those things apart. Find.
I was
things.
raised in the hood, so a snake was something different.
yeah. I was gonna
Wow.
say
Yeah, that was
Sydney
something-
is
yeah,
like
that was something.
Toilet.
that is the cockatoo.
That ain't got shit to do with it. I was just saying the snakes were different in my hood. So I mean
That's right, Craig.
Craig, that
Craig
is
said
so
it best, Jeff.
cats look down and you birds look to you.
He said
It's
it best.
so
They do.
I had to punch
do.
a parrot in the face one time because it was about to go after my daughter when she
She
was like,
lightly punched it, obviously, because she is big enough to kill it. If she don't take it serious, guys, or she's not an animal beater.
I know, but I'm sorry. I'm like, I love Crocs, but if something went after my dogs or my daughter, I will be the first one with the knife to like go after an animal.
They don't live long. They live about 3
Family's
years.
family.
You know, and so someone had released this pet parrot, and the whole neighborhood named it Lucifer. and it would attack people like walking down the street. And so my daughter, she's 2, I'm walking my pit bull, and all of a sudden I just see this parrot just dive bomb, and it dive bombs and almost gets my face, and then it starts going after my daughter. I let
I
my
whooped that
Pit
bird's
bull,
ass.
which
I'd have
pit
killed
bull?
that son.
and so, and that's what I'm saying. And so then I saw it, and my dog's trying to get it, and then I saw that bird go for my daughter. I'm sorry.
That's funny,
Any mother
Jenny.
here would punch that parrot in the face, and I punched that parrot in the face to get away from my daughter.
I would have too.
Well, if it's attacking your child, yeah, like
Yes,
full blown attacking,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
Jenny.
And most
It
people
was
know
heavy, Nicole.
I have a
Michelle.
fear of parrots, but I've had to go rescue parrots. I've had to go help with confiscations, you know, and I'm of course like I am loving to animals, but if an animal is about to hurt me or my family, especially my daughter, it's going down. I'm sorry.
And if you're not that parrot's person, you're a guest in the house or a significant other, you're gonna get fucked up.
Listen, Marissa, what you did wrong though is you were supposed to look at Maya and go, Maya, what did you do to piss off this bird? It's not the bird's fault. What are you doing to make this bird so mad at you? Stop
Jenny
doing
asked
what
where
you're
you said that
doing,
was-
Maya.
What
Jeez.
part?
From
Tell me
I grew up in the
again,
New
Jack, go
Haven area.
New Haven.
Yeah, but I lived all over the state. I was a bail bondsman in Connecticut and bounty hunter, so I went everywhere. You know, I lived all over Bridgeport.
Under bounty hunting in Kansas. I was
Were
a
you
bounty
good?
hunter in Kansas.
7 years.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I miss it. But yeah, no, New Haven area. I've lived all over the country, but that's my roots.
Well,
The
You gotta
Northeast.
love it.
we had a really good talk tonight. I appreciate everybody coming in. I mean, we're an hour and almost an hour and a half show.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
And I gotta go to
want
the
to appreciate
dispensary,
everybody for
y'all.
coming and listening to our bullshit for sure, because you know, man,
And a rolling, but the pet.
We're a rolling ball.
Yeah,
So
they actually
I'll
would
throw
like
up the
that.
pages for everybody to
Fancy-
follow if you
fancy
guys
mice.
want to check it out, man. It's the Motley Croc, Huckleberry, Reptile Nerd, Barbie, or Doc Taya. Say hello to everybody when you do.
Or hog nose if you want to see the snakes.
Yep. Hardcore hog nose. That's his,
Oh, yeah.
that's his snake page, guys. Make sure you check that out. And
And
we're going to be
punk
out in
rock
Arizona
herping.
again. We got an animal event in Arizona, the 5th and the 6th. We're going to have a mingle. We're going to hang out at the Odyssey in Phoenix. Beautiful place, beautiful aquarium. And then we're going to be at the Phoenix Herp Sanctuary. Myself, Marissa, the CRF. They're putting on
never
a
leave.
really good animal benefit. It's going to be really fun, guys. Remember, we're going to be putting up tickets soon, so keep watching all of our social media, and we will be posting that as soon as they get that organized, so we know what we got going on. We'll put it out there for everybody, and come see us in Arizona, man. Come out there in June. Everybody's going to sweat their ass off and die. No, they won't sweat. They'll just burn up and die. It's okay.
There's no sweating. So
There's
Yeah, no, the sweat wicks right off, man. It's
You
good.
won't even realize you'll be dry, but everybody's going to be burnt to death. June is a very hot month in Arizona. For those of you who've never been there, it's
Hell yeah.
Bye.
June, July is the hottest,
smoldering
right?
hot. But that's when you go out at night and you find the fucking cool animals out.
Hell yeah. I'm down for
Just
night
in
herping.
case.
I'm taking Huck night herping.
Let's
Just me
do
and him.
that's right. Big balls. Big,
Big
huge.
bulls.
I was going
Dude.
to say, just in case, if anyone is watching this that is in Belize right now or going to go to Belize by the weekend, go to Placencia. There is a big fundraiser. It's Cupid's Crocktail Gala. It's for the Crocodile
Ooh.
Research Foundation as well as for the community fund. 25% of the funds are going straight back into the community. And we are initiating kind of like a musical fundraising event. So we've got a really good international and local lineup. And Troy, you're going to be missed. It's sad that you had
I
to
was gonna
cancel
say-
last second.
Sorry
You
about
think
that.
Sisamito has a date yet?
You.
Yeah, hold on. They got music. Just don't go in the jungle.
Thank
It's gonna
you,
be a
Maddie.
4-foot fucking
I
troll. It's
know.
gonna gang fuck you in the asshole. Just stay away from that shit, okay?
Yeah, this is going to be it's an annual event. It's going to happen
Thank
every
you, Kraus. I
Valentine's
appreciate
Day.
you, bud.
So, Troy was at last year along with Flavio for the first one, and Troy had to cancel last minute to come to this one. People were asking if you were coming, but next year, man, everyone next year,
will be a big one. It'll be a big music festival by then. We'll be excited.
yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
is all
A lot of
Belizean
gang
music?
rape
Is it all
patrols.
reggaeton or is
And then
it
yes,
happening?
Hawk, I can take you into the jungle,
Yeah.
Hawk, and then you could get gang rapes by Sisamitos.
Right. Just have some guy dress up in a costume.
I just
Yeah,
need
you have
to.
to
I
believe-
just have to get pictures of it so we can prove it exists. That's all I gotta
Oh,
say.
You got to believe it
That's
at
all I
first.
do.
I've been out there. and
Do it
there
for
ain't
a
no
cause,
damn
Hawk.
Sisamito, dude.
I'm
There
too
ain't
tall
no-
to play Sisamito.
It's okay. I'm gonna make her put out before I get fucked by a troll. Believe that shit. You gotta earn
There
that
you go.
shit.
Do it for a cause. I just need.
Yeah, do it for the
photographic
fucking
evidence.
cause,
the
Doc.
team up
Do it for the cause.
Oh.
Do it for the sake of science.
That's right. Anything in the
Okay.
name of science. That's what
Anything.
Anything.
But
All right,
welcome
ladies,
to
I
the
gotta play
end of
some
the show.
fucking
Thanks,
Xbox
everybody.
tonight.
Yeah, I
All
got to
right,
go to
well,
the
we appreciate
dispensary.
everybody being out. We want to thank you guys for
Fuck
stopping
you,
by. We
dude.
do appreciate it.
Fuck
Hanging
you,
out is what we
dude.
do. This live stream isn't a focus show. It's about getting together and just talking about whatever we want and whoever brings it to the comments. So again, I really appreciate everybody being here and thank you for coming to the Motley Croc Show. Jeff, Brittany, Marissa, Huck, thank you, man. And we will, guys, we'll see
Absolutely.
everybody
Yep.
else next week. Until next
Deuces.
time,